So we got the offense. Everyone say offense. It leads to emotional response. Primary emotional response typically is either hurt or fear, but then it gets into anger. Everybody say anger. Yeah. And anger is the gatekeeper emotion for men. Why? Because most of us did not grow up learning that anger was a legitimate emotion or any other emotion. My older brother, Jack, we were living in Chicago, and he was hitting baseballs. I was about 6, against the back fence of our house, and I was standing next to him, and I got in too close. He cracked me right upside the head, opened up my eyebrow, bleeding like a sieve. He said, "Don't cry and don't tell Mom." All right, so on my way in the house to tell my mom, because I had to go get stitches, I was crying. What Jack was saying was don't experience and don't express pain. Most of you as men you were patterned, you were imprinted by a well-intended dad to not experience or express pain. But what Barb and I are coaching you on, especially in these first responder and military marriages, there are times you need to experience and you need to express pain, but you need to do it with that gentle ramp up that we coached you on at the end of the last session. Otherwise, the other person's going to shut down because they don't feel safe. You're seeing the theme here. Anger is a legitimate emotion. How many of you agree with that? Yeah, we believe God gave you the emotion of anger. We believe that anger is a good thing. But it's the direction of the anger and what do we do with the anger that is kind of dismantling some of your relationships. Because all you see is the seething or the boiling over of that. And sometimes that's because of trauma. It's the PTSD. It's the stuff that you've been exposed to. We're sensitive to that issue, but we don't want you to just stay in that. We want you to learn to step out of that. So here's what I learned coaching people. You got an offense that leads to hurt, fear, anger. You come to a fork in the road. Everyone say fork in the road. Here's your tendency, you guys. And I'm speaking as direct as I can. Our tendency is to ignore the problem, and the problem continues. When you begin to learn the anatomy of this and begin to dismantle this, you can learn to resolve them.